Let's talk about the differences between pressed powder, setting powder, finishing powder, and blotting powder. Pressed powder normally comes in compact form and it's used to set your liquid foundation to reduce the shine and oiliness of the foundation. And you want to go for a shade that matches your foundation. So to apply it, you want to use a dense brush. You want to pick up a little bit of the powder, dust off the excess. So you just want to take some of that powder and focus on all the areas you applied your foundation. But you want to gently pat it onto your skin so that it doesn't move the foundation. But setting powder comes in compact or loose form. Doesn't matter which one you use, and it's normally used to set your concealer. Using a shade that matches your concealer, you want to use either a powder puff, a fluffy brush, or you can use a sponge to apply it. Before applying it, always make sure to even out the powder first, or if you're using a brush, dusting off the excess. This will help to give you a smoother application with no cakiness. And finishing powder is basically the same thing as setting powder, but it's normally used for skin with texture to help smoothen it out and blur out imperfections. You also want to go in with a shade that matches your concealer so that it doesn't darken it up. But if you're looking to reduce shine and oiliness throughout the day, then use a blotting powder because it's a clear powder that doesn't add coverage to your makeup. This type of powder also comes in compact and loose form. So to apply it, I like using a beauty sponge and just swirling a little bit of that product and pressing it right where the oils are, and this will help keep your makeup flawless. Here's a guide on the different types of setting powders and exactly how to use them. So loose powder is usually finely milled and it's loose, it's not in a compact. To apply it, I use a fluffy brush and I dip and I dust off the excess, then I swirl it to help even out the application. Then you want to gently sweep that under your eyes to set the concealer. Translucent powder, on the other hand, is also loose powder, but it's colorless and can be used on any skin tone. It helps to blur fine lines and pores on your skin, give your skin a really smooth matte finish. Pressed powder, on the other hand, is usually compacted in a pan. This type of powder is usually used to set your foundation in place so that it doesn't move around or get oily. And it's also really good for touch-ups during the day. Then finishing powder is usually applied at the end of your makeup routine. It's usually applied where you have pores and texture because it's supposed to help reduce the appearance of them. And those are all the different setting powders and exactly how to use them.